The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. They asked us to write our speech down, and after 2 pages of single-space typewritten, I decided there is no way they're going to listen to that. So before I left Crossville, Tennessee, 900 miles away, I put it on the Florida Christian website. So some people thought they missed the program because, why are you posting that now? I said, they might not come, and then the other guys don't know who I am. So if you go to the floridachristian.org, there it is. And then I have 20 copies back there that David Edwin Mora has. But I'd like to thank Dr. Harrison, Jason Neal Harrison, who said he wants to take us on a tour of the wrestling room that they build back over here. And Beth King, and her father-in-law was my Sunday school teacher. And they had the King family, not related to Don King. One of my favorite hairdos. And Florida Christian means a lot to me because my kids both went here, kindergarten through 12th. My wife went here. When I first came, she was in what you have, the administration building, and she was buying the thing, and she was the junior high's cheerleading sponsor. And then my mother-in-law was a widow lady that had 4 kids. And my 2 sister-in-laws who moved to Crossville, Tennessee, I don't know if you think that's good or not, but they're up there, and their relatives are supposed to be here, son, and on both sides they're supposed to come. But I wanted to tell a story about Cheeks Trappero, Danny Angel Trappero. His mom teaches, Gina Trappero. She teaches in the kindergarten on what we called the West Campus. And we started in the 70s, and then we got up to the 2009 where Nick Alvarez is up in that area. But that's when we turned it over to Joel to coach. And great. We have to call him Dr. Joel now. He's a proctologist, so he's number 1. I couldn't pass that up. Let's talk about colonoscopies. So, very smart, helped the kids that couldn't cut the mustard, but Danny was a little chubby Cuban kid. His uncle is a Miami firefighter, and his dad finally got on there as a firefighter, I believe. And he would be going down the hall, and he had this little face, and he had these big cheeks, and you just wanted to pinch him. And so I would sing him a little song when he went by. Chipmunk, he is a chipmunk. He's a chippy, 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 chippy chipmunk. And so he would just get this biggest old smile on his face. And then when I would go by him, he would say, "Coach," and all his little friends are there, "Sing the chipmunk song." And so I'd have the chipmunk. He was a chipmunk. He was a chippy, 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 chip. So little Danny Angel, what his mother calls him, I think he's more Danny Little Devil. I think we're at Westminster Christian Wrestling, but he was wrestling Westminster Academy, and he goes, after he beat this American Indian kid, he goes, "Coach, do you realize?" And he had started when he was real young. "That's the first time I ever won." I said, "No, I expect you to win all the time." I didn't really know that, but he brought it to my attention. So we had 3 wrestling tournaments in this gym. We had 3 mats, 3 score clocks. Parents were working in the snack shop. And so the one wrestler, Henry Angelo, he had to go to his grandfather's funeral. And so I go to Danny, Danny, we had 5 heavyweights that year, which is good. It's hard to get one sometimes. So, Danny, you want to wrestle heavyweight? We have a tournament. We have the Patriot Championship here. And he said, I have to ask my mom. And I'm thinking, ask your mom. So it comes back, Coach, I asked my mom, and my mom asked my dad. And my dad said, whatever Coach Zies says. And so I go, I'm thinking, okay, so here's this little pudgy guy. His dad liked to do judo. His uncle. And so here he gets the first guy, and he throws him and pins him. I'm going, whoa, baby. And then the second guy, he loses. And then the next guy, he throws him, and he has him on his back, and he lets him up. And I go, oh, man, he's going to lose now. And then he throws him again, and he pins him. And then he's going to wrestle Eric Hughes, Dr. Hughes now. He's not a proctologist, though. Eric Hughes, a big old muscular guy. His son wrestled for Southridge Spartans. And here comes Danny. Coach, are you giving 4th place medals? I said, Danny, you don't have to worry about 4th place medals. You're going to get the 3rd place medal if you win. And so he's going to wrestle this guy from the alternative, MacArthur South, which is an alternative school. And I go, the guy was a beast. He was like a big muscular man. And here little Cheeks is going to wrestle this guy. And so Cheeks goes right out there and throws him. And he has him on his back. And then that big old guy just pushes him off, and I go, oh, no. You had your chance, Cheeks, but now don't get hurt because your mom's going to kill me. So Cheeks gets him again, and the guy's pushing in, and Cheeks throws him again and has him on his back, and he pins him. And so Coach Hughes is over there chewing that guy out that lost to this little pudgy Cuban kid. And so Cheeks has the biggest smile on his face, but he's not around anymore to get the Hall of Fame recognition, which he probably never would have gotten, but he's dead. We have 6 guys in our wrestling group that are deceased. We have Charlie Barentine, who's here. His brother David died of a heart attack. We had a little guy, Bobby Hearn, who died of a boating accident. We had Steve Collinson, was crippled up from rolling a car, and then we have Cheeks Trappero, and we have Ernie Leggett, and I'll probably forget the rest, but they're in that website on floridachristian.org. If you want to look, I wrote all the people that helped us, and one of the ones that helped us is Moses Rivera's here, the Sunset athletic director. He wrestled for Sunset his whole life. Wrestling Hall of Fame. Those schools that are mentioned, Coral Park, Southwest, Sunset, Southridge, would all let us go there and work out with them. My son, when he calls now, he calls me Hall of Fame Charlie. And so then my wife starts nagging me about my driving. I go, you're talking to Hall of Fame Charlie. I said, Sue, when you go shopping today over there in the mall, tell them you're Hall of Fame Charlie's wife. Maybe they'll give you a discount. So I'm thankful that when I get to heaven, I'm going to go before Jesus, And God, let's go. Hall of Fame, Charlie. And God and Jesus are just going to shake their head and go, you're a sinner saved by grace. And so I'd like to close with when Ben Peterson, they're all talking about him. He was our little idol that we had. 72 Olympic champions, 76 silver medalists, 80 he was on the Olympic team when they boycotted. When he would write his autograph on his poster, he would put Proverbs, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him and he'll direct your path. And so I'm thankful for these. Some of these are my students. Coach Stone and his wife are our friends that we stay with when we come here. But I live like 900 miles away one way. And so when I get on the turnpike, I'm going to say, move over, it's Hall of Fame Charlie.